Myself Dr. S Mohammed Nazir. Now I am going to teach you microeconomics in microeconomics revealed preference theory. Marshallian cardinal approach and the Hicksian ordinal utility approach explained the consumer behavior on the basis of introspection, that is, psychological explanation of the consumer's demand. But these two approaches may not be applicable in practical life. Hence, the Nobel Prize winner, Professor Paul A. Samuelson of America, introduced consumers' demand on the basis of actual behavior of the consumer in 1938. Therefore, revealed preference theory is a behavioristic explanation of the consumer demand. Revealed preference theory is based on the following assumptions. Number 1. The consumer choice for a combination reveals his preferences. Number 2. The taste of the consumers do not change. Number 3. The consumer choose only one combination of two goods at a given price income line, that is strong ordering. The fourth assumption. Consumer prefers to have a combination of more goods to less goods. The fifth assumption. This theory also assumes that the consumer is consistent in his behavior, that is to say, strong ordering. This means that if a consumer chooses one combination of X rather than Y in one situation, he cannot prefer Y to X in another situation when both X and Y are present. The sixth assumption. This theory is based on the assumption of transitivity. It states that if the different combination of n goods, say X, Y, Z, etc., are arranged in order such that X is revealed preferred to Y and Y is preferred to Z, but Z must never be related to be preferred to X. Thus, the ordering has always to be unidirectional and never circular. The seventh assumption. The income elasticity of demand of the consumer must always be positive. Let's see the theorem. Demand theorem and revealed preference hypothesis. Professor Samuelson states his fundamental theorem of consumption theory on the basis of the above assumptions. His theorem is also known as demand theorem. His theorem as follows. Any good that is known as always increase in demand when money income alone rises must definitely shrink in demand when its price alone rises. When income rises, demand will rise. When price rises, demand will fall. That is the meaning of that paragraph. This means that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Price elasticity of demand is negative, assuming that income elasticity demand is positive. Income elasticity demand is positive means when income rises, demand will rise. Let's explain this theory with the help of diagram. We can explain this theorem with an example. Suppose a consumer spends his entire income on the purchase of only two goods, X and Y. Further, suppose that his income in terms of good X is OT, and in terms of Y is OP. So PT is the price line or budget line. Hence, PT is the original price line of the consumer or the combination of goods X and Y lying within or the triangle of OPT are available to the consumer, from which we can choose any combination. Suppose the consumer chooses the combination E lying on PT. Suppose the consumer choosing combination E lying on PT. This means the consumer is revealed to be preferred this combination E, OX1 plus OY1. OX1 plus OY1 to all other combination lie in or on the triangle OPT. Suppose the price of good X rise while the price of Y remains the same. With the rise in price of X, the new price line will shift to PQ. The new price line shifted to PQ. This is the new price line. Now we want to know what is the effect of this rise in price of good X on its quantity demanded. Assuming that demand varies directly with the income. Income elastic demand is positive. In the obvious that in diagram, the combination of E is not available to the consumer in the price income situation. PQ. The consumer will buy less quantity of X. That is to say, he will buy less than OX1. He will buy less than OX1 because of the rise in its price. Let us compensate the consumer for the less in his real income as a result of rise in price X by granting him PR amount of money. This is PR amount of money, income in terms of good Y, so that he can buy the same combination E even when the price of good X rises. Draw a line RS, the new price line of the consumer, which is parallel to PQ. Okay, this is the PQ. We are drawing the line. Parallel line is the RS. This is the parallel line. The new price line of the consumer, which is parallel to PQ, so that it passes through E. It passes through E. This is called by Samuelson the overcompensation effect, which is called as the cost difference by Professor J.R. Hicks. This overcompensation of the consumer leads to the formation of ORS. Leads to the formation of ORS. ORS. A new triangle of his choice. Now the question is, which combination will be chosen by the consumers in price income situation RS? The original combination E is available in price income situation RS. It is evident that he will not choose any combination lying below E. Lying below E on the line RS. He cannot have more good X when its price has risen. Hence, the consumer must reject all combination below E and choose either this combination E or any other in the shaded triangle PER. PER. But in present situation, he will choose any combination on the segment ER above the point E, so that he will have less of X and more of Y. Next, we will see the demand theorem when price of one commodity falls. The fundamental theorem can also be established when the price of good X falls. Before that, we seen X price rises, here X good falls. This is explained in the diagram. Let us suppose RS is the original price line. RS is the original price line. RS is the original price line on which the consumer reveals his preference at point E, OX1 plus OY1. OX1 plus OY1. Now, suppose that the price of good X falls while the price of Y remains the same. The price line shift from RS to RT. RS from RT. Suppose the increase in real income of the consumer as a result of fall in price of X is taken away from him in the form of PR quantity of Y. As a result, PQ becomes the new price line. PQ become the new price line consumers, which is parallel to RT, which is parallel to RT. So new price line is PQ, so that it passes through E, so that it passes through E. Now OPQ becomes new triangle. OPQ becomes new triangle of his choice. Since the consumer was revealing his preferences at point E on the original price income line RS, all points lying on RE will be inconsistent with his behavior. He cannot have less of good when its price has fallen. Thus, the consumer will choose either combination E or any other combination in the SEQ. In the SEQ. Here. SEQ. But he will choose any combination on the segment of EQ line. EQ line. So that with the fall in price of X, the consumer buy more of X and less of Y. If money taken from the consumer is returned to him, he will definitely buy more X to the right of E on the budget line RT. The two explanations given above together prove the fundamental theorem of consumption theory. according to which any good whose demand varies directly with income must indirectly shrink in demand when its price and expense in demand when it falls the price. Thank you.